Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. This is a special live episode of Movie News at 5. I'm your host, Huge Ass. And under the desk, erect, is Mike Hawk. Mike, what is our top story tonight?
Every time. Do you guys like the Predator movies?
I do like the Predator movies.
Did you like Prey? Did you like Prey?
Prey was awesome.
Prey was good.
Well, we got a new one coming, and she hasn't signed on officially. She's still in talks, but is it Elle Fanning? Is that how you say it?
Elle Fanning, yeah.
Elle Fanning is to start a new standalone movie called The Badlands. The same director as Prey. So, are you guys buying this or are you selling it?
After Prey, I'm in. I just want to see what they do.
Yeah, I want to see what this guy can do. Give me another one. I'm not sure about Elle Fanning, but I can't say I've seen her really do anything like action wise. But yeah, heck, I'm in.
Yeah, I'm buying it too.
Yeah.
I mean, we're still getting a sequel to Prey. But what's up, Holland? How you doing, man?
What's up, Holland?
But I'm down for this.
When did Elle Fanning become a bigger star than Dakota? I don't even remember.
I don't know.
One day I woke up and they were flip-flopped.
Yeah.
Well,
it was like, oh wow,
Fanning keeps making movies like The Watchers for one. Maybe that's why.
That's why.
I don't know, but
I don't know. Equalizer 3, she did. I mean, Dakota Fanning hasn't really done much.
No, not
recently,
lately.
right?
yeah.
No.
So yeah, I think Elle Fanning, she grew up and passed.
Yeah.
Dakota, and it's really interesting. Her filmography is really interesting how it's progressed over, because I think she's still in her 20s, right?
I think so.
Pretty sure.
So yeah, I don't know, and I mean, it looks like she's already had plastic surgery in that picture, but I don't know. I'm reserving judgment. But let's go to our color commentator, Black Dynamite. Black, what did you feel? What do you think about this? Is there? I like the director thing. I'm not sure about Elle Fanning. I know that you're kind of into this. Is there any hesitation? Is there anything that's making Black Dynamite go, I don't know if I want this?
Not really, because I guess Prey. Hey, you got me. I want to see what you do next. Let's see what's up.
Yeah, I agree. All right. Black Dynamite, you want to go next with our next story?
We got another live action Disney remake. Disney is doing Moana live action. So what do we think about that? Are we in for that?
I don't know.
I'm not. No, I'm not. I mean, I like the cartoon. I like the animated movie enough.
Yeah, see, I love the animated movie. Are they going to ruin it? Are they going to kill it by trying to do a live action now? Yeah, I'm selling.
With Moana 2 on the horizon. So Moana 2 is coming out.
That's what I don't understand.
So why do a live action right now? I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm with you guys, because Disney's just bound and determined to just destroy every animated classic they've ever had.
Moana seems fine. They did everything else, but I've never seen it.
Moana's a fantastic film.
Moana, the first Moana is good. I mean, I don't like musicals, and there is singing in it. But the story and the way it progresses, I liked it. I think it's fantastic. And I'm excited for the second one, but the live action, I'm not excited. It's supposed to be the same people. The Catherine Lagaya.
But she's not the same girl.
Lagaya.
Yeah, she's new.
Yeah, she's new, right? She's not the she's not the person who sang the original one, but I think The Rock is supposed to be in the live action one, right?
He's in it.
Yeah, he's still Maui.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, The Rock will be cool in live action, but is it going to be like it was with Hobbs and Shaw, with the whole Samoan thing, and I don't know.
I'll be down for that part. Yeah.
No, I want to know, is he going to get fat for the role? It's like,
I doubt it.
The cartoon character was fat.
He was.
It was just a brick. It was just like
he ain't doing that because he's got to get back in the ring.
Like his normal,
end of the year,
steroid self. But yeah, when is this supposed to come out? Do we know?
I think 2026.
Yeah,
I think it's 2026.
Yeah, I see it. 2026. I don't know.
Yeah.
Right now I'm bailing on it.
Yeah, me too.
I don't think I'm that interested. I'll watch a trailer and see if I want to go see it, but I might just wait for that to hit Disney Plus and then we'll go ahead and score it for our show and that's it.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah. I won't see it in the theaters. No,
I probably won't. I will see it, but I'm not gonna go to the theaters and see it more than likely.
Yeah. All right, I'll go to the next story. Josh Brolin is joining the cast of Knives Out 3. And if there wasn't already enough reasons to watch this with Kerry Washington being in it, here comes Thanos. And I've already said I'm throwing my wallet at this. What do you guys think about this?
You go first, though. Or Black Dynamite.
I'm good. I'm in this one because I've liked all the Knives Out movies so far. So
yeah, Glass Onion was great. I agree. I was surprised that Glass Onion just appeared on Netflix.
I think it got a limited theater run at first. I thought
it did, but yeah, no physical release.
Yeah,
right. Because I would have wanted a physical release of that.
Yeah, I don't think it's gotten a physical. But yeah, I'm definitely down for this because I've liked all the movies so far. In the last one, Janelle Monáe was fantastic, and in each movie there actually seems to be someone who turns in a really good performance. So I'm curious to see who that is this time. Is it going to be Brolin or is it going to be Kerry Washington? Or
I love Kerry Washington.
Washington, she's one of my favorites.
But this cast, I mean, Rian Johnson, this one and the first Knives Out has a great ensemble cast. I mean, the characters that he pulls, the actors and actresses that he pulls in, they all seem to have chemistry and they all seem to work really well. We got Mia Kunis in this. You said Kerry Washington. Josh Brolin.
Yeah, so this is called Wake Up Dead Man.
Yeah.
Right? Is what I'm seeing.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Jeremy Renner.
Yeah, there's in it. Listen, yeah.
Mila Kunis, Thomas Hayden Church, Glenn Close is in it. That's just what they have so far. Along with, of course, Daniel Craig returning as the great detective. Cal, I agree with you on this. I'm not too attached to the animateds to where they can't make it a movie, but I just think that they're doing it too close.
Mm-hmm.
And he's never seen the other two Knives Out movies.
Oh, bro, definitely check those out, especially that first.
When a movie is Netflix, forget about physical. So I agree. It's disappointing because I thought the first Knives Out was excellent. I think that was one of my, if not my favorite of that year.
Mm-hmm.
To turn around and just do the Glass Onion on Netflix, I was like,
but Rian Johnson got paid a buttload of money. So
give me a physical release, damn it.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
They just want you to keep coming back to Netflix to watch it.
Yeah, I just want you to keep coming back to Netflix. I'm like, okay. I mean, now you got Jennifer Lopez putting out Netflix movies with The Mother and then Atlas, which we recently scored.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is this the wave of the future? Is everything going to streaming?
No, I don't think so. Yeah. I think maybe this deal was probably signed right around the pandemic, and everybody thought they put all the eggs in the basket for streaming, and come to find out there's no money in it. They can't. Movies belong in the theater. I'm just going to say I love watching movies.
I think there's just certain movies that you have to go to the theater to see. You have to.
Yeah, it's an experience. It's like a communal experience. There's nothing better than being in a theater with a handful of people or a packed theater, and then hearing their reaction along with your reaction to the same scenes. I love that.
Yeah, I agree. It's there's so many streaming services out there. I mean, we're paying more than we paid for cable anyway, so it's getting to be a big problem. We're just waiting on the solution now to how we fix it.
I agree, and it looks like the companies are leaning towards bundles because you got Netflix and a couple others streaming together. Now I think there's now 2 bundles you can do.
Yeah, I know you can do Disney, Hulu, ESPN. That's one bundle, or ESPN Plus, something like that.
Yeah.
There's like a Netflix, HBO Max, and then there's one other in there. I think it makes it a 3-way.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with our next story. I was excited for this movie, but they at Comic-Con, I think in 2015, they announced a Blade movie, and the director is finally said, "I'm done. I can't do this." Jan Dimanche exits Blade as his director. This movie's been cursed. There's been so many rewrites for this. So do you guys think that this Blade movie is going to get made? You buying or selling or bailing? I'm sorry.
I don't know. I mean, at first I was interested in this because I like Mahershala Ali.
Yeah.
And he wanted to do the Blade role, but this thing, it's like been doomed from the start, right? Yeah. There's been, issue upon issue with people leaving and coming back, and writers having problems, and then the pandemic being an issue, so they pushed all of that. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to bail right now because I don't know if it's gonna happen. I don't want to get my hopes up for something that's not gonna happen. Yeah. Black Dynamite, what are your thoughts on this?
I think it gets made, but I don't think it's with Mahershala Ali. Yeah. I think at some point he bails, and then we scrap things, and then people start complaining they want a Blade movie, and then we eventually get one with someone else. So I think it could be some years the way it's looking, and I don't understand what the issue. I mean, I get it. They've had story problems, writer problem, whatever the case may be. How hard is this? Mahershala Ali kills vampires with the sword. Techno music. Go.
Right.
Exactly.
I'm wondering if the issue isn't how to fit it into the MCU, where they haven't established, where were these vampires during the snap, during Thanos? Maybe that's the issue they're having. And maybe instead of trying to fit it in the MCU, do a standalone. Don't do what DC's doing. Offshoots like the Joker, the Batman. You don't have to have it connected to the MCU, I think.
Yeah, that's been Marvel's biggest issue, is they continuing with trying to keep everything in one contained universe. And really, after Endgame, that should have stopped. We could have just made standalone movies from there. But even then, though, fitting it in, I don't think it's even that difficult. Yeah, where were they during the snap? But if the movie's good, people get over that, and then you can set it in whatever part of the multiverse you want to. So
that's true.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, that was the thing. They're doing all this multiverse stuff now. They could have any universe they want to put it in.
Yeah.
And they, and of course, this is a vampire thing. A lot of this would fly under the radar for like Captain America or Iron Man or something like that. And to have, I think Blade should have a standalone movie, and then just have like a brief tie-in, even an end credit scene where he kind of runs into the Avengers, and that kind of links him to the MCU and indirectly. But
because his voice was in at the end of Eternals.
Yeah.
But okay, now there was word that a certain director met with Marvel and Kevin Feige. And that director was Jordan Peele.
Yeah.
How would you guys feel of Jordan Peele taking over Blade?
Jordan Peele can have all my money, so I'm
with you on this.
I'm down for it if he can, because he can turn Blade into something demented. I guess would be the word. He could really turn it into something freaky, and make it really interesting to watch.
Mm-hmm.
While still keeping it based on the comic book. I'm behind Jordan Peele. I like him. I think he could do it.
Word is, I know it's easy to say Jordan Peele because he's a black director and Blade is black.
Yeah.
That's where
that wasn't even my thought.
Yeah,
I was like, he could turn it into a horror movie. That's what I want. I want horror Blade. Yeah.
He's in talks to direct X-Men. Do you guys see his take? Can you see him putting a new spin on an X-Men franchise?
Who is? I missed that.
Jordan Peele.
Oh, okay. Also for X-Men too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I could see that. I could see that as well. I could probably see it less so for X-Men than Blade.
I agree with that
because of the horror aspects of Blade can be played up kind of like Guillermo del Toro did for Blade 2.
That's true.
And but for X-Men, he could go back to earlier X-Men stories where it was really a metaphor for the civil rights movement.
Yes.
So he could go that route with it. But I would much more prefer to see him do Blade than X-Men.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would have liked to see Jordan Peele do New Mutants.
He would have done a good job on that.
Yeah.
Because they were talking about that being the Marvel horror movie, and it didn't turn out that way. Jordan Peele could have taken that apart and done something with that.
Right now, Blade is a villain. He's one of the big villains in the Marvel Universe right now.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Me neither. All right, Black Dynamite, what's next?
There is the story for Miles Teller being in the remake of An Officer and a Gentleman. He's going to play the Richard Gere role, if anybody remembers the original. So are you guys down with that for a remake starring Miles Teller?
I'm going to be honest with you. I've only seen this movie once, and I think I was a teenager, maybe early 20s, and I don't remember the movie. I honestly don't. So I'm going to buy it because I like Miles Teller.
Okay.
Okay, it's a fine movie. It was 1982, so I was 12 when this came out. And that's saying something because dinosaurs roamed the earth when I was born. But I didn't like this movie when I saw it. I'm not much, especially at 12, I was like, what is this crap?
It's way too much romantic cheese for a 12-year-old.
Exactly. So, and I don't see Miles Teller as a Richard Gere level sex symbol type. I don't see it.
Yeah, I'm with you.
So I'm going to have to bail on it. I'm not interested. I may change my tune if the trailer is pretty good. If they take a little Maverick and they throw it in there, I'd be down for that.
Yeah, I generally don't like Miles Teller much. So other than Whiplash, I really haven't liked him very much. Even in Top Gun Maverick, I didn't really care for him. And I love Top Gun Maverick. It was a great movie. But I don't really care for him. So yeah, I don't really care. They can do whatever they want with this.
Yeah. I'd be interested because and Jane Doe said something. She talked about it that Lou Gossett was amazing in this.
He was,
and this is where I'd be interested as to who plays Lou Gossett Jr.'s part,
right?
Because he won the Oscar for supporting actor in this.
Yeah.
His Hulk Hogan tan was great in Maverick. That's funny. But yeah, that's what I was like. That's what I was looking for is like, okay, who's going to play that role?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It also won for Best Original Song. So it won 2 Oscars and then was nominated for Film Editing, Screenplay, and Best Actress with Deborah Winger, but she didn't win.
That song was everywhere.
That song was, that was like, ugh. Up Where We Belong was the name of the song, and that was just again, it's a romance movie But yeah, Louis Gossett Jr. did an amazing job here. I want to know who takes that role.
I'm sure we'll get an announcement soon on it.
Yeah.
And, if Jordan Peele directs it, then it may be a totally... I might watch it if Jordan Peele's directing it.
That'd be a whole different officer and a gentleman.
An officer and a gentleman and a vampire.
Well, he does have a vampire movie coming. He's doing that vampire movie with, he's producing Michael B. Jordan's vampire movie for WB.
Yeah, he is. But he's just producing. He's not.
Yeah, he's producing it. Yeah,
he's not directing it, but his gloves are in it. So, that's interesting. All right, so this I'm gonna pull this one because it's one of my wife's favorite movies, but I absolutely hate the original. Sandra Bullock and Nicole Kidman are in talks to return for a Practical Magic sequel. And I just threw up in my mouth. But what do you guys think about this?
Yeah, I'm not a Sandra Bullock fan, and I can tolerate Nicole Kidman, but this movie is a hard pass for me, so I'm bailing.
I've never seen Practical Magic, so I don't.
Oh, wow.
I don't really have a thought one way or the other.
I kind of envy you. I kind of envy you. I mean, I this movie. My wife just watched it the other day, and I'm like, And I'm like, I'm stuck having to watch it because she's like, "You're not going to sit with me," and I'm like, "Okay, fine."
Yeah,
I'll sit with you.
All the movies you drag her to.
Yeah, Sandra Bullock's fine, but I don't like go to the movies to see Sandra Bullock movies.
Yeah,
and Nicole Kidman, I see every time I go to movies because I have an AMC A-list, so I see her all the time now. She always tells me that why we make movies. I'm tired of her now. But maybe if Jordan Peele directs this,
maybe if Jordan Peele directs it, I might be in. That might change the whole tune. It'd be Impractical Magic. that I might watch.
That's funny.
But yeah, again, it was it was a love story, and Jane Doe says no thanks. Didn't like it then. Wouldn't give a remake a chance.
Yeah.
This is a sequel. Hey, Bonnie, Mama Blu-ray's in the house. What is up?
Bonnie.
Hey. But yeah, I wanted to get that one out of the way because my wife would be excited, but I am so not excited.
It's my turn, right?
It's your turn.
Okay, now I'm a UFO guy. Do you guys like UFO movies?
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, it was announced a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago, that Steven Spielberg's next big tentpole movie is going to be a UFO movie. And now we got word that Emily Blunt is circling to star in this movie. What do you guys think about this?
Is she circling in the flying saucer, or is I love Emily Blunt. I
do too.
I think she's amazing. I'm a huge fan. I was down from the beginning with Spielberg doing another UFO movie.
Me too.
So yeah, I don't care which capacity she's in. I'd love to see her in this, and I can't wait for this movie.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I hope we get more vintage Steven Spielberg directing and not Fableman's Steven Spielberg.
You didn't like Fablesman?
I didn't hate it. It was fine, but it wasn't. I wasn't like blown away by it like everybody else.
Okay.
So, give me more.
Yeah, Rich loved it more than I did, but I liked it. I thought it was good, but it
was good.
It didn't.
I didn't understand all
basically.
I understand.
Yeah, it was basically Spielberg's autobiography, is what it seemed like.
Right,
pretty much. Yeah.
It's practically tragic when they're making Practically Magic 2 practically magicer. That was really hard for me to get out. That's a mouthful, bro. Speaking of mouthful, my cock. That was a penetrating story.
Every time he gets me. Every time.
It's that 5-year-old brain. He said my cock.
Right.
Black Dynamite. Anything else?
We got a Hunger Games prequel coming. Another Hunger Games prequel coming 2026.
Mm-hmm.
You guys ready for more Hunger Games?
I don't know.
I'm a fan.
I liked the shoots and ladders or snakes and whistles or whatever the fuck the name was. I liked that.
I did too.
But they rushed the ending, and I had a problem with that. I thought that they could have probably put that into 2 parts and really showed Snow becoming nasty. So what's this one going to do? I don't know.
Yeah, there's no word.
It's based on her next novel, which I don't think the novel's been released yet. So
yeah,
I like the universe. So if you can give me something in there that keeps me interested, I'll keep coming back.
Yeah. I like the Hunger Games movies, but I'm slowly becoming done.
Yeah, I've been lukewarm on all the ones that I've seen, and I still haven't seen this last one, the one that just came out. So I got a question for you guys because I was gonna watch it the other day, and it's on. Is it on Hulu? It's on something right now. But anyway, my point is I was gonna watch it, and then somebody in my house was like, "No, I don't. I don't want to feel like watching a musical right now. Is it a musical or
no?
No, there's music in it, but it's not a musical.
Yeah, she's because the lead female is the girl that plays Snow White,
right?
And she can sing. There's just one scene where she sings on stage, and that's really it.
There's a thing where she sings on stage, and the thing where she sings in the Hunger Games thing. But yeah, it's not a musical.
It's not. Okay. No,
it's not a musical. Otherwise, I'd have thrown up. And
Dave.
I would have went no. No, but it didn't. There's, like I said, there's music in it, but it's not a musical. So,
okay, so yeah, I'm gonna watch it at some point. It's just a matter of whether it's gonna be sooner or later.
Harrison no longer hungers for the Hunger Games. Well, at least it's not practically magic or to be impractical with magic while you're practically being magical.
Yeah,
I think that's what he said.
Something like that.
Something like that. So what do you think, Mike Cock? Are you flaccid or you have wood for this?
Oh no, I am. I'm down. I'm buying. Like I said, I will. If it's set in this universe still intrigues me. Just tell me a good story.
Yeah, I'm not hard, but I'm semi-hard for this. I'll a little bit of ED going on with this one, but
yeah,
but I'm a little aroused.
No, maybe they'll inject some Blue Chew in there for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna need some Viagra or some Cialis before I'm really interested in this.
There's only one story left, guys.
All right, yeah, my turn. And that is the WB is pushing up the release date for Trap and the dates for 4 other projects. So Trap, of course, is the new M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong one, which looked interesting. I saw a trailer for it. It looked interesting. I reserve judgment on M. Night Shyamalan because I've been disappointed. But what do you guys think of this? What are the other 4 movies? Do you know?
They're untitled. One is an Atomic Monsters Blumhouse event film. Will open on April 17th of 2026, while another untitled WB event film will debut March 26, 2027, and an untitled Locksmith film will unspool on July 23rd, 2027. And a WB family sequel releases.
What's up, Reed?
No, go ahead.
I was talking to Reed.
Oh, and then a WB family sequel releasing December 17th, 2027. I mean, they must be tentpole movies. They are not ready to, fully announce, but they just want to reserve the calendar spots.
Yeah, I don't care about any of that.
Yeah.
I really don't. And M. Night
Shyamalan, I'm like, Trap, fine, but I don't really care to hear about these unnamed titles. I don't care.
Yeah, I generally just wait till streaming or physical to see M. Night Shyamalan movies because I'm not paying to get disappointed by a crappy ending again.
I liked Old. Did you guys not like Old?
No, I didn't care
I
for
thought
Old.
I liked Old. It wasn't great. I like Knock at the Cabin.
Knock at the Cabin was decent. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was his last one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I liked Knock at the Cabin.
I like Knock at the Cabin.
Batista
You know,
was good.
and of course his daughter was the one that did Watchers, but there's a lot of M. Night in there.
Yeah, and he
You
M. Night
can
did
see
a
his
great job
influence.
on The Servant on Apple TV Plus. He did a really good job with that.
Yeah, Cal really liked Old, but he was super disappointed in Glass.
Yeah,
A
Glass
lot of
was.
people were. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't hate
Knock at the Cabin, dope. I agree. I like Knock at the Cabin. I really liked that. Just a straight up good thriller. I thought that was neat. Old I liked. There was a couple of scenes that I really liked, but the end was flat. It just kind of
Yeah.
So I liked it. I'd watch it again just for that part, and then when it actually started coming to the end, I'd just shut up. Like, all right, I'm good. But yeah. All right, yeah, I think that's it for our news.
For the news, yeah.
Yeah. News is done. Thank you so much. We normally do obituaries. We're not going to do obituaries this week because with Dell with us, and we don't want to go too long, so Dell can get some sleep. But we will talk about some trending trailers. I have those coming up. We're looking at some stuff. Paddington in Peru is number one in trending trailers, which I haven't seen a trailer for it, but Paddington 2 is supposed to be like one of the greatest films ever made. The new Venom is interesting. I've seen trailers for that.
Looks so ridiculous, but I'm so excited for it.
Yeah. Are any trailers out there, Dell, that you've seen that kind of have your attention?
Honestly, I try to avoid them as much as possible. The one trailer that I think I've seen I've seen the Venom trailer, and because when I go to theaters, you can't help but see trailers,
Right.
and that is just crazy ridiculous with the Venom horse. That's just so fun. But no, I try not to pay attention as much as possible. Really, to be honest.
I'm kind of with you on that. I only try to watch one trailer and that's it because I don't want to get spoiled.
We we want to stick to one trailer because that's part of our scoring system.
Mm-hmm.
So I watch whatever shows up in the theater because I'm sitting there.
Yeah.
So like Fly Me to the Moon I've seen, Alien Romulus I've seen. I'm really interested in that. Recently started seeing Venom, of course Beetlejuice. I haven't seen a trailer for Moana 2. I haven't watched that yet. I saw one trailer for Transformers 1, and that's got me intrigued. And then Wicked, I don't want any part of. So
I'm going to tell you what, it ends with us. That trailer really, really interested me. It's the Blake Lively movie?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kelsey's Alien looks awesome. That's right.
It does.
I don't really watch them, but Instagram got them creeping up on me.
You ain't lying.
Yeah. That new Clooney and Pitt movie. That Wolves. That looks. I saw that trailer the other day, and I was like, okay, I'm interested. I like that. Where they're both like crime scene cleaners or whatever, and I thought that was interesting. The new Halle Berry horror flick looks good.
Yeah, she teaches her kids, or tells her kids she can't go outside. Or they gotta stay tied to the house or something like that.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah, celebrity deaths. Not really much going on. There's a lot of people that died of old age. And there's a lot of TV actors that have passed away and some things like that. So we're not going to really cross that. But as far as movies coming out, there's a couple things that are really interesting. Of course, Inside Out 2 premiered yesterday, so I'm interested in seeing that. Next Friday in the theater, we have The Bike Riders.
I'm interested in that.
Which it looks interesting. Austin Butler's in it, and so yeah, I've seen a trailer for that, and it looks interesting. The Exorcism with Russell Crowe, not to be confused with The Pope's Exorcist, which is not even related. There, I don't know. I like exorcism movies, but the trailer for this looks weird. I don't know if it
look good to me.
I don't know if I want to see it, but I'm gonna go see it probably.
It's on our list.
Yeah. And Kinds of Kindness, which I've heard good things about, is by Searchlight Pictures, is coming out on the 21st also.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Trigger Warning, which is the
it's a Netflix.
It's a Netflix movie, but it stars somebody famous, and I can't remember.
I thought it was a foreign film.
Yeah, no. Jessica Alba, I think, stars in it, right?
Okay, maybe it's not. I was thinking of something else. No, she's not famous.
Recognizable. Yeah, Jessica Alba, Mark Webber. I haven't seen a trailer for it, but Anthony Michael Hall's in it. Okay, I like him. So that's interesting. I know that's on our list coming up.
Yeah.
Cal says, I know we got Deadpool, but why do I feel Bad Boys would be the most well-received mainstream film this year? That's interesting. I don't know.
Nostalgia, maybe. I'm kind of nervous about Deadpool. I know it's going to make all the money. But I think they're going to... The one trailer I seen where they just kept dropping the F word. It's like, hey, we're R, so we're going to say the F word as much as we can. Kind of turned me off a little bit.
Is that the one where Wolverine's going to tell them to shut off their phone and stuff? That's what I keep seeing.
When I go to the theater, that's what I keep saying.
That's what I keep seeing.
Am I the only one thinking that's too much?
You know what? I think it might not be as bad in the movie, but I think they're kind of playing it up because a lot of people worry that it's a Disney movie, so how far are they really going to go? So they might be kind of overdoing it right now. Like, hey, look, we are going to...
Yeah, you're right.
We are going to
I can see that. I could totally see that.
So, but we'll see.
And I hope they don't depend on so much on cameos because there's been so much people confirmed already for the movie. I just hope it's not a cameo fest.
Yeah.
And they tell just a good story.
Yeah, always hope that. But back to what Cal was saying about, Bad Boys being more well received than Deadpool, I can see it because with any flaw, then all of a sudden, we get into this whole big discussion about Marvel, the MCU, and is it true to the comics or do we have superhero fatigue, this, that, and the other? So, anything that's wrong with it, that's where the conversation is going to go.
And we all like a good comeback story, and we get that with Will Smith.
True. Yeah.
Cal says gets corny when it feels like they're relying on adult language and jokes to save to fill a movie out. Yeah,
I agree.
I get that. I mean, what I like about the rated R, and this is this goes back to when the first Deadpool came out and Logan came out. Both rated R, both came out in the same year, if I'm not mistaken. They were brutal. There was more comedy and adult language with Deadpool, but Logan in particular, it was brutal. It was visceral. It had really, that's what I wanted in a Wolverine movie, and I also got what I wanted at a Deadpool. So I don't know, having them come together, it seems like it's forced. I know Ryan Reynolds is like, Hugh Jackman has to come back, for this movie, and he agreed to do it, and it's a multiverse thing. And it's also, Deadpool's coming into the MCU in that whole multiverse storyline. So I don't know how that's going to turn out, but I'm still going to watch it.
We'll be there.
We're gonna check it out. But, and this is another thing that Cal says, do we feel that Joker will disappoint?
I don't think so.
Or do you think we'll be surprised?
That's the comic book movie I'm looking forward to this year.
The Joker Folie à Deux with Lady Gaga. At first, I'm like, there's no way I want to see this because that's going to be a musical, and I'm not here for it. But I love the trailer. I thought the trailer was fantastic.
Yeah.
So-
I'm excited for that one because I don't think it's going to disappoint because if nothing else, it feels ambitious. It feels like they're gonna try something that we don't normally see, and I'm looking forward to see what that is. And if it fails at it, at least it feels like they'll go out swinging. Right?
Yeah. They're aiming for the fence. They're doing something that's different, and I'm here for that. I'm actually impressed with what they're doing.
Do you think it has a chance to make another $1 billion? Because didn't the Joker make $1 billion?
It was close. I don't
think it made $1 billion. I can find out really quick, but yeah, I would like to. I'm gonna see it. I like to see it. I don't. I'm not a fan of musicals, but I like Lady Gaga, and I love Joaquin Phoenix's portrayal. Yeah, it just crossed $1 billion, $1,078,000,000.
thought it did.
But a
Do you
budget
think it
of
has a chance to do
$55
another?
million. No wonder. It only had a budget of $55 million,
And
and
that's
it
what's
made
crazy.
over $1 billion. So yeah, they're gonna do a sequel. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cal agrees. The trailer was fire. I agree. It's going to be a classic or trash. No one will say otherwise.
I'm
Yeah,
getting a feel. Yeah.
Yeah, it made $1 billion. I think it's going to be. It's going to get Oscar nominations or it's going to shit the bed.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be in the middle.
Yeah.
It feels that way. It really does. It's like,
Yeah.
either you're in a home run or you striking out. There's
Yeah.
nothing else.
Exactly, but at least
Especially with
he's
that cast.
they're Babe Ruth in it. They're swinging for it. So
Yeah.
we'll see if he knocks that out of the park. But that is our movie news for this week.
Well, thank you, Del, for joining us.
Black
We
Dynamite,
appreciate
it's been a pleasure having you on
Thanks for
with
having
Mike
me.
Koch and Huge Ass. So this was our first live production of Movie News at 5. I think it went well. We had a good response.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for joining with us. Reed and Cal and Jane and Mama Blu-ray and really loved your guys' input. It's been awesome. So we might do some more of these live.
Yeah.
I think.
I liked it. I always like
Yeah.
live. Well, again, thank you guys for joining us.
Yep.
catch
Appreciate
the
it.
replay.
Yeah. So for Mike Koch and Black Dynamite, this is Huge Ass signing off. We'll see you next time.
See you guys.
Bye, guys.